Volcanologists want to drill into underground magma chamber, placing sensors into the magma for observation. This is on Physics Forums by Bill and Science Magazine's new article discusses how a magma field was accidentally drilled into, and how they plan to make a more permanent magma observatory. Now you can imagine if they start drilling into magma chambers, how dangerous that's going to be, because of course, when you crack the roof of a magma chamber, you never know what's going to come out. It says here this is a great opportunity for a lot of direct new information about what is going on in magma chambers. Up to now, observations have in MAGMA magma testbed, KMT, received financing from the International Continental Scientific Drilling Program. It said the project was one of its top priorities for the decade, and with the support along with several $1 million in funding from Iceland and other European science agencies, the project this month entered into preparations phase, and it will approve out the technologies needed to hold the well open despite the corrosion that comes with superheated water. Take geophysical soundings of the magma chamber and model how the chamber will behave once penetrated. The first borehole, costing as much as $25 million, and the first borehole could begin as soon as 2023. Now, getting a sample will also reveal the true nature of magma chamber. Most scientists reject the cartoonish view of magma chambers as hellish underground lakes. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. I don't know if that's true or not, but this is what this article says. Mary Edmonds, petrologist at the University of Cambridge, says, "We think of these systems as a mush, small amounts of liquid between crystallized grains, rather than a liquid balloon. But Krafla, which last erupted in 1984, may be an exception. The glassy bits from 2009 drilling campaign hinted that the magma was not only liquid, but it was also circulating and interacting with melt lower down. That's the most shocking thing from what little we've gleaned so far." This is what Echelberger said. Little is known, though, about the magma chamber's size or how long it has persisted. Questions KMT can help answer. Now, KMT intends to collect multiple samples over time and embed sensors in the near magma to measure heat, pressure, and even chemistry despite temperatures of more than 1,000 degrees centigrade. The technical challenges are formidable, says Wendy Borson, volcanologist at the Colorado School of Mines. KMT's drilling partners are testing flexible couplings that can allow the steel liner of the well to expand and contract with the extreme heat. Others are developing innovative electronics to withstand the heat and pressure, which could someday be used on Venus. Okay, you want to have special material that can withstand the heat. The thing is, you're not talking at all about what can happen when you drill into the roof of a magma chamber and what kind of unexpected eruptions you will have. Now, some of the comments on this. Astronuk says steel melting temperature like 1,375 degrees Celsius will flow, or in the case of a bore casing will collapse. They'd need something like an alloy of titanium or W or cement composite. Astrid Maria says very dangerous because we are so curious about what is underneath our feet. We are going to risk destabilizing the earth even further. Think about the magma chamber as a balloon, prick into the wall of it, and you'll see what comes spewing out under what kind of pressure. That's why I'm already against gas fracking. See what's happening with volcanoes. We have already enough earthquakes. And also, Ballancourt tweets, "Welcome to PF. Your argument seems to be physics forum. Your argument seems to be based on fear and misunderstanding, not science and engineering. The balloon is a very poor analogy of a magma chamber. It completely ignores the weight of the material above the magma chamber. The tension in the skin of a balloon is not present in the surface of the magma chamber, he says. Drilling into a magma chamber does not raise the risk of eruption or earthquake. Indeed, it would probably reduce the risk since, if anything, it could very slightly reduce the hydrostatic pressure within the chamber by venting gas. It's quite likely that the drill would fail due to the heat before it reached any magma that might flow up the borehole. At best, gases could be vented in quantities controlled by valves at the borehole cap. And again, Astrid Maria responds, my balloon example was more or less to create an image of a contained quantity under pressure. I agree it will be highly unlikely that they can drill into this mass. So what do you think? Should they be allowed to be drilling into magma chambers? Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.